Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Ingrid Jimenez, and I am an interior design student at NYIT. And today we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about a painting, the CHX or 10 by Moholy Nagy, and we're going to talk about the analysis I've done for that, and then we will go on talking about my site analysis for my museum that I have to design and the concept. Okay guys, so before we go any further, I would like to say a couple things. Well, to start off, we were given a choice to choose a painting. There's plenty of paintings laid out, and this one particularly stuck out to me. One of the reasons that it stuck out to me was because of that big red. That red is right there, right in your face. You cannot miss that red. So I was like wondering, well, I wonder why he did that. And what is that? What is it? I don't know what it is. One of the other things that stuck out to me that I found very interesting were the shapes, the Z's, and I'm wondering, well, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Maybe it means something. So, that caught my attention, and also the geometric lines that seemed to be having a vanishing point, not all at the same vanishing point, but it seemed like, that the lines were sort of, creating a space within their own world. Okay, so the painting is by Moholy Nagy. It is the CH10. It was done in 1939. It is an oil on canvas, and it is 76 by 96.5 centimeters. So one of the main things in this painting are the lines. I decided to make an analysis on lines, and I took the lines and I stretched them out all the way to where they could. And as you can see on the picture on the right, that I did that, and there are points. You can see the vanishing points for some of the lines, and it's creating more like a Jewish symbol. Is what I think it's creating. It's like a kind of deformed, but it's what I feel like I see within this analysis. Okay, so my next analysis was light. As you can see in the painting on the left, which is the original painting, that it seems like there's two light sources. So on the picture on the left, you can see that I blacked out everything else but where I felt like the two main light sources were coming from. So why is this light analysis important? What is it doing to the painting? Well, in my view, I feel like some of these lines and rectangles are being reflected somehow, and I feel like these light sources are the main reasons that these things are being reflected. Okay, now this one's a little different. This one is okay, so for this analysis, I decided to take out the shapes and just focus on the big red in the middle. When I first saw this, I wasn't sure what it was. So, I started to think back, and I remember that Moholy Nagy did go to the war in 1915, and he was wounded in 1917. So I believe that and for this analysis that this big red represents a wound or a bruise. It looks similar to a bruise, as you can see in the picture on the right, Even though it's very explicit, but I feel like that's a comparison, a very strong comparison in my view. Okay, so well, what does this all have to? Well, what exactly am I getting to with this? Well, we are given a site. This site is in a corner of Washington and 13th Street in Manhattan. It is in the meatpacking district, across from the High Line. It's surrounded by many well-known restaurants, Figs and Olive, and many well-known luxury brand stores like Tory Burch, Moschino, DVF, and the scenery in the meatpacking district. It's very upbeat, and at night it has a life of its own.